I don't really feel like getting up right now. Well, it's still dark outside, so I probably still have some time before I have to get up. Hello, my name is Ali Khan from Life at Humber, and for today's vlog, I'm going to take it a bit easy. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about taking a mental health day. What's a mental health day? Well, they're days where you take a day off to relieve some stress. You're probably wondering, why would I take a day off for mental health? Well, my friend that looks exactly like me and for some reason has a southern accent, think of how your psyche deals with stress similar to how your muscles deal with stress. When you start lifting weights, at first it's relatively easy, but as you continue the reps, it gets harder and harder until you must force yourself to muster up enough strength to do the same thing that just a while ago you could do with relative ease. Our brains work just like that. The more time you work without taking a proper break, the more stress builds up and the more likely you're going to do work that takes a lot more effort than it actually should. Now, what usually happens is that people either force themselves to continue working, causing them to later crash and burn, or they start developing the habit of sporadically skipping classes because they don't actually take the time off to de-stress and focus on their mental health. So, what's a mental health day gonna actually do? Well, if prepared properly, a mental health day would have substantial benefits to anyone. First of all, you'll actually have the time to reevaluate what's going on in your life and actually de-stress. This will allow you to come back the next day recharged and ready to work at top performance, rather than having your quality of work drop over time. Mr. Khan? Yes, Professor Teacher. Is this your essay? Yes, is there something wrong with it? Well, all it says is spaghetti. You may be thinking that you can handle all this stress until the break, and you quite possibly can, but for a lot of people, including the aforementioned dip in work quality, poor mental health also leads to poor physical health. When you're so drained mentally due to the work that you're doing, it can also lead you to be too tired to do things that benefit your body, like exercising, eating healthy, practicing personal hygiene. So instead of dealing with the ramifications of those things, wouldn't it just be better to take a day off every so often to focus on your mental health? Well, those are the reasons why you should take a mental health day, but how do you take a mental health day? As I said, a mental health day is different from skipping classes. You need to actually prepare for a mental health day. And how do you prepare for a mental health day? Well, first of all, you gotta decide on a day. If you can schedule on a day that you already have off, then that's great because you don't have to tell a professor or a teacher. If you can do it on a day that you already have off, then that's great because you don't have to worry about telling a professor or your boss. Okay, your mental health day is set, but before you actually get to it, you have to make sure that your work is either A, complete, or B, scheduled to be complete later when you come back. That way, when you're actually on your mental health day, you don't have to worry about any work. The last thing you want to do during your mental health day is to stress about work from outside. Also, make sure that the people who need to know about your mental health day are informed, because the last thing that you want is for them to bother you on a day when you're supposed to be de-stressing. Well, now that your mental health day is here, what exactly can you do? Well, you can pretty much do anything that you usually do to de-stress. You know, catch up on sleep, watch your favorite show or read your favorite book, go to the gym for the first time in a while. I know I need to do that. But whatever you do, make sure you do it in a healthy manner. The last thing you want to do is to spend the entire day all the way up to like midnight binge watching Netflix, because the problem with that is, one, you're not really reflecting on what needs to be reflected to help you de-stress, and two, you're gonna be tired the next day, so pretty much the entire day is wasted, because if you're tired when you're working, you're just gonna add more stress to you, and that's like the opposite that you want to do. Now, are there any days where you shouldn't take a mental health day? Yes, well, you see, mental health days are supposed to be beneficial for you, not negative. So taking a mental health day on, say, a day that you have an exam or a presentation that you're unable to reschedule, that's probably not a good idea. Remember, taking care of your mental health isn't something that you should be ashamed of. In fact, when you feel like the stress is building up, the best thing that you can do is take a mental health day so that your batteries are all recharged and you're ready to go back to work. Anyways, this has been Ali Khan from Life at Humber. Do you have any ideas what people should do on their mental health day? Let us know in the comment section below. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're always updated when we upload. I'll see you on the next vlog. I'm still in the... Okay.